Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Jordan and Jose here, and look who's joining the party.
Tico.
Hey Tico and Stella. You guys coming to give your input on the shelving? Alright, so we've been talking about the Lego city and stuff like that, and we've been talking about the Lego shelving, and where we moved it all, we changed it all, and the Lego shelving could definitely look a lot better. So today we're going to be talking about what we should do with this, just sort of like a open discussion with Jose and I and the dogs. Right, Jose?
Correct. We have
right.
lots of changes to do, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So over here is where the stairs are, as you all know. So I think that these shelves have to change. So I think that personally, when you come down the stairs, I think, like, after Santa Claus greets you, right? He's like, hey there, buddy. I think we should put Star Wars right here.
Yeah, because right now it's all Star Wars except for that one, so it's random.
Mm-hmm. That for sure has to change to Star Wars.
Yes.
Right? And then this PAX unit right here has to change to Star Wars too. The top is Star Wars. The middle is Star Wars. But then we've got like some sort of other weird NASA spaceships there. That doesn't make any sense. Those have got to be Star Wars spaceships, and then we've got a piano. Doesn't really match, right?
Piano with the Ewok Village totally makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Great pairing.
great pairing. So we've got all this art, right? We've got the Ultimate Iron Man, we've got the Ultimate Harry Potter, we've got the Vader, we've got all the small ones here, plus we've got to build some more. So there's two things that we could do with the art. Now, I want to address this. Look who's joined us. Luna.
Whole party's here.
Okay. She doesn't want to be part of the video. But the art was originally going to go on these beautiful white walls around the Lego city. Honestly, I think that might take away from the city. I mean, maybe like we could get away with it on that wall there where the city's pretty low at this point. However, we're going to be inserting a raised platform there relatively soon. Or we could get away with it on this wall here. But I sort of wanted to do some sort of backdrop for the city there, whether it be like mountains or cliff edges or something, because that's the campground. Right, Jose? So what do you think about the art going on the wall?
I am leaning towards it not being here, but we have a lot of art.
A lot of art.
So
there's one other option. We've got this wall just behind the city right here that currently has a piece of art on it. And that is the world map. So we could plaster that wall with art. And I didn't do the measurements yet, but somebody came up with a good idea. And they said that we should put the Bricksie plaque, or the name plaque, like the one that's built out of Lego that used to be part of the Bricksie wall, on the top of this wall. But I don't have a measuring tape on me.
Big,
I think it is too big. Let's have a look at that. It's right over here. I think it's too big.
It's pretty big.
What does your eyeballs say, everybody? Is that too big? Yeah, it is too big.
It's too big.
It's too long. I'd have to grab a measuring tape, but I'm pretty sure that's too long. Okay, so the other option for the art is to put them on the walls as you come down into the Lego room. So we could put them on this wall here, and then we could also put them on this wall up here. And I think that would look pretty cool, because then when you come down into the Lego room, you'd see all the art on the left side. You'd run into a couple dogs. Santa Claus would say hello, and then it looked pretty cool. So yeah, that's a few different things that we could do with the art. We could also put them on the sides of the billies. I don't know off the top of my head. This is standard art width.
No, it's too big.
Too big?
Too big.
Yeah, far too big. So it's not going to work on the side of the billies. It would work on the side of the packs, but we don't have any sides of packs open, I don't think. So yeah, we got to redo the shelving here. So we're going to probably put all of our larger Star Wars stuff right here. Things like, obviously not the Star Destroyer and Super Star Destroyer, but we have a couple other large things. Well, more than a couple actually. We've got the Millennium Falcon, Death Star 2, Imperial Shuttle, Red 5, and Mos Eisley. So clearly that won't all fit there. So I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe I need to buy a Wicked Brick stand for the Millennium Falcon and have the Wicked Brick stand Millennium Falcon right here. That might work. I don't know how we're going to do it. But somehow all the larger Star Wars stuff has to come over here. And then we're going to have probably Star Wars wrapping around this nook, right, Jose?
Yeah.
And then we're going to switch up our brickhead shelves. The brickheads really do stand out there, though.
They do, but I think that I think that our two mini Billies should just
swap.
So
we'd put the Star Wars characters
still
there,
there,
and then the brickheads right here, and then that would sort of be where Star Wars ends, right?
Yeah.
Star Wars would end, and then we'd probably, I don't know if we're gonna keep this the way it is, right? Like if we're gonna do Harry Potter, Jurassic Park, Disney, Nintendo, Harry Potter. I said that twice, I think.
I think that these make sense together, and I think that it makes sense to be right there, because then we get into cars.
Cars, yeah.
It's kind of like pop culture.
And this is sort of like
stuff.
ideas here, right? Lego ideas, and then we transition into vehicles. Would vehicles stay where they are, and would DC stay where it is?
I think that this is where you sort of decided you liked them.
Well, maybe DC could come next to Star Wars.
Maybe we would do, yeah, I guess, or maybe DC should be like closer to this. Maybe they just swap. So the cars start
on the end.
Might
be something to consider.
And then there's this one, and then that other.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't hit the art. Let me just swoop around here. I forgot about this shelf.
And then the one that's by the closet, too.
Oh, yeah. That's full of Star Wars stuff, isn't it? Oh, yeah. So we got this one here with the boats.
I don't mind that as the boats, but we've got some more boats on this one. So they could maybe join. Because now, like Destiny's Bounty maybe could join the ships there.
Yeah. And then over here we have Marvel. I think that looks all right. I don't know. Oh, obviously this all needs to be filled up. So I'm scared that one PAX unit can't accommodate all of the Star Wars stuff.
I don't
because
think
if we're because if we only have one shelf of space over there, and look how much shelf space is available here. We got 2 shelves open.
But with the former layout, before you made your TIE Fighter shelf, the TIE Fighter, you had the
TIE Fighters along the
UCS or
top,
whatever
yeah.
it is, and then they were all on the top. So maybe you could have...
Maybe we go back to that?
Maybe you go back to that, but now because you have a Billy next to a PAX, now you can have the smaller ones on the Billy, which just makes sense, and then the larger one can be like on the top shelf or something. So they're still next to each other, and then they won't be as crowded either.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then you're not using up a PAX for small sets.
Small sets. Okay, so we could... Stella, you're right in the way. Maybe
that
bring
would
the...
look good next to the gunship, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe we bring the Falcon over there, and then we move all those on the Billies or something.
Yeah.
That solves our problem. But where are we going to put the Death Star too? Oh, it's going to be a struggle. I don't think it's possible. I mean, where are you going to put Cloud City? Where are we going to put all this stuff? I don't know. One of these PAX units might have to stay Star Wars.
Well, and maybe what we do, maybe
Oh, we got all... Maybe we make this Star Wars.
Maybe the cantina can go on there.
Ah, maybe we make that Star Wars. That makes sense.
Those don't need to be there. There's just a deep shelf. Those don't need to be there.
Ah, that's a good idea. We'll make that Star Wars. I never even thought of that.
We haven't discussed this.
Yeah, what are we going to do there?
So I think that we could do maybe Star Wars all on this side.
Yeah.
And what I had thought before is that the other side... Well, we have it set up like that now.
This
but
side
this
should stay the same. Holiday.
And then maybe...
All the fallen over sleeping Santa Clauses and stuff.
And then for the actual holidays, we can have a nice village set up on top.
Ooh.
But yeah.
But then where are we going to put my Super Star Destroyers?
I don't know. That's a problem for a few months from now.
Going to strap some reindeer to them?
But these don't need to be seen all year long. Yeah, it's just they're hidden, right? So you may as well only see them every once in a while, I guess.
Okay, so that makes sense. And then we have this random Billy unit over here that rarely gets seen too. Which I believe is full of Star Wars. It is.
Yes. So I think that there should be like, unfortunately, I mean, I guess things that aren't like our favorite sets. You know, like
what?
Frozen. I mean,
the Frozen Ice Castle.
The Frozen Ice Castle. I don't know. I'm sure
that could be boats. No, boats are pretty cool.
I don't know.
We also have all the bottoms, right? Like the bottoms are all empty. That's empty. That's also empty.
It might be good
empty
for that shelf over there to be bright colored things, because then they pop more. So, you know, maybe the orchid, like the flowers, or I don't know. It's just it'll be, I think, seen better.
Okay. We also have all the bulkhead stuff too, right? Because we gotta factor that stuff in. There's those bulkheads, and then this shelf is gonna come down. Our angled shelf up here, the one that's crooked, that one's gonna come down, and then we got these bulkheads up here. This used to accommodate the helmet, so we've got to figure that out. And then I've got to install 2 more bulkhead shelves over here, so we got to figure that out too. I may as well go and buy the shelves that we need for that bulkhead up there. And this one up here too. And then we have all the space on top of the cabinets too, but we can fit quite a bit of stuff up there, so we got to think about it. But yeah, we just wanted to share our thoughts and ideas with you on the shelving before we get started with these massive changes of the shelving. It's going to look completely different here right away. So I think that's about it for today. Thank you so much for popping on by. Just wanted to have a quick discussion here on our channel. Just sort of rambling on about the Lego shelving. Remember, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff. And thank you so much for popping on by.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.